Hi Imogen, how are you? Happy Christmas. I'm sending you this very special video as a little Christmas present this year. Hopefully you have in front of you a copy of Princess Smarty Pants Breaks the Rules. And I thought it would be really nice if I read you the book. You can have a look through at the pictures and read along with me, and we can do it together. I know that you quite like princesses. I know that you like playing princesses, and I thought she was a pretty cool looking princess. So I thought that you'd quite like it. So shall we begin? Do you want to open the book up? Let's have a look what happens on the first page. So it says, Princess Smarty Pants Breaks the Rules, and it's written by a lady called Babette Cole. So she's quite clever, and she's written this book, it says to Zach. So maybe Zach is her son, I don't know, that she's dedicated the book to. That's nice, isn't it? So, shall we begin? Look at you, Princess Smarty Pants, said her mother, the Queen. You will never get a prince like that. And there she is, isn't she, putting the horseshoes on the dragon with her scruffy jeans, not looking very princessy at all, is she? You are going to Fairy Princess Finishing School to learn how to behave properly, her mother says. So there's her mother, the Queen, there. Don't quite know why there's a little black baby forging an iron shoe, but hey-ho. Princess Smarty Pants went to see her father. Must I really go, Daddy? Your mother will give you a hard time if you don't, says Kingy. There's the king on the throne there saying that she's got to go to Princess Finishing School. So she says, I'll have to give it a try then, said Smarty Pants. Her arrival at Madam Twinklebottom's Academy for Fairy Princesses caused quite a stir. There she is arriving on the back of her dragon, and all the other princesses arriving in their beautiful Prince Charming magic fairy coaches, and all the horsemen are all falling off, all getting knocked into the river and stuff because the dragon's knocking them all off. I know a troublemaker when I see one, scolded Madam Twinklebottom. There's Madam Twinklebottom, she looks a bit scary, doesn't she, a bit serious. Look at my girls, that wretched dragon spooked their coaches, and most of them ended up in the moat. Your lessons start now. And there's all the princesses, and they've got all frogs all over them because they've all fallen in the moat. And they've all got their beautiful pink princess dresses on, and they're all wet and covered in green slime. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Day one was hair and makeup. So there they are all doing their makeup, all nicely. And she's slapping it all on and making a right mess and giving herself a big red nose. Day two was deportment and fashion sense. That's the next page over. So there they are walking with the books on their heads, trying to keep nice and straight and be well behaved. And she's roller skating with a book on her head, covered in green gook, wearing a cow print tassely bikini. So she's a bit of a rebel, I think. And to the page. Day three was weaving and spinning. Your golden tresses are long enough, so they ought to spin their hair, so they're really long. Over the page it says, so a prince can climb up them. That's a bit like Rapunzel, isn't it? Spinning her hair so she can put it out of the tower. So there's Princess Smarty Pants, and she's spinning the other princess round. And then she's knocked her hair out of the tower, and the princess climbed up and she's bonked him on the head. Bonked him on the head. Can we turn the page over? Day five was flying and wand waving. So there's all the princesses flying through the sky with their wands. And Princess Smarty Pants, what's she doing? She's riding on her wand, isn't she? Like a surfboard or a skateboard or something. Flying through the air. Okay, turn the page. You are being deliberately disruptive, Smarty Pants, growled Madam Twinklebottom. That's 1 week's detention in the dungeons. So the teacher's sending her off to detention because she's been very naughty. So over the next page, Princess Smarty Pants called her next door ogre Cyril Sledgehammer. So there she is on her mobile. She's ringing up Cyril. We turn over the page to see what Cyril looks like. Oh, there he is with his massive hands, and he's breaking her out. And over the page it says, we want to be cool princesses like you, said her classmates. We are bored with being fairy princesses. So all the fairy princesses have decided that Princess Smarty Pants is quite cool and they want to be like her. Let's turn the page over. Okay, said Princess Smarty Pants. Lesson 1. Stop waiting for a bunch of hooray Henrys to turn up and save you. Over the page. Lesson 2. Learn to govern your own kingdom. So So there we go, she's giving him a DVD on how to sort out all their own business because they don't need men to help them. They don't need men to help them sort out their affairs. Right, turn over the page. Lesson 3, you're going to need some muscle sometimes. So get those beasties on your side. So they've got all the dragons lined up and she says, sit, dragons, sit. And all the dragons go, and they sit down, do as they're told, like good dragons. And turn the page. Just then, Madam Twinklebottom burst in. What are you doing now, Smarty Pants? Oh, who's this? It's Leon. You come to listen to the story. Madam Twinklebottom says, what are you doing now, Smarty Pants? Lesson 4, continued Princess Smarty Pants. Wands do a bit more than just wave. Ding 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 ding, and she's casting a spell on Madam Twinklebottom. What happens to Madam Twinklebottom, Leon? Turn the page. Leon, turn the page. There you go. Where are you going? You're all expelled! Squealed the new Twinklebottom, and she's been shrunk into a little tiny mouse. She's been shrunk into a little tiny mouse. Oh dear. And turn the page over. And most importantly, laughed Princess Smarty Pants, Lesson 5. Break all the rules. So they're all cutting their hair. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to open the door. There we go. They're cutting their hair and they're setting fire to their uniforms and they're having a good old rock and roll. Now, I'm not recommending you cut off your hair. And I'm not recommending... Oh, Tar, he wants this book. And I'm not recommending you set fire to anything. But the point is that you can just be a little bit different to everybody else and have a little bit of fun. I don't think that does any harm. So should we turn over the page? And they all lived happily ever after. And there's all the princesses on the top of their dragons flying off into the sunset to go and have a party. Yay! Oh, Leon's got some more books that he wants me to read. But I think we'll say bye-bye for now because that's the end of the Princess Smarty Pants book. So if you ever want to read this yourself, then you can read it yourself. Or if you ever want me to read it for you, you can just turn on the video and I'll read it for you. Are we going to say bye-bye, Leon? Do you want to sit here? Come sit here. And then we're going to say to the video, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. And a blow a kiss. Mwah. Oh, I think he wants to get down. Off you go. Off you go. Bye-bye. Love you. Mwah. 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 Take care. And be a good girl. And do what your mummy and daddy say. Okay, one sec. I'm just stop the video.